When my boyfriend said he wasn't ready for kids, I didn't realize he was already a father. I'd been dating Jake for about 8 months. Things were getting serious. We'd just moved in together and started talking about the future. One night over dinner, I brought up kids. Not like having them right away, but just in general. He got this weird look on his face and said he wasn't ready for that kind of responsibility yet. I said, that's fine, we have time. He seemed relieved and we dropped it. Fast forward 2 weeks later. I'm at the grocery store loading stuff into my car when I hear someone yell, Jake! I turn around and see this little boy, maybe 6 years old, running full speed across the parking lot. Right behind him is a woman around my age chasing after him. She catches up and grabs his hand. The kid is pointing at someone and screaming, that's my dad. I look where he's pointing. It's Jake, my Jake, standing there frozen next to his truck looking like he just saw a ghost. The woman walks over with the kid. I'm still standing by my car watching this whole thing. She goes, you were supposed to pick him up at 2. It's almost 4. Jake starts apologizing, saying he lost track of time. The little boy is tugging on Jake's shirt, asking if they can still go to the park. Jake notices me staring and his face goes completely white. The woman follows his eyes and sees me. She looks confused for a second, then goes, who's this? Before Jake can answer, I walk over and say, I'm his girlfriend. We live together. The silence was so awkward. The woman's mouth just drops open. She looks at Jake and says, are you serious right now? You have a whole girlfriend and didn't tell her about your son? That's when I found out Jake has a 6-year-old named Tyler. He and Tyler's mom, Sarah, dated in college. She got pregnant, they tried to make it work, but broke up when Tyler was 2. Jake sees Tyler every other weekend and pays child support. He just never mentioned any of this to me. Sarah was furious. She told Jake he was being ridiculous and that I deserved to know. Tyler was still holding onto Jake's leg, asking why everyone was mad. I didn't even know what to say. I just got in my car and left. Jake came home an hour later and tried to explain. He said he didn't tell me because he was scared I'd leave. His last 2 girlfriends broke up with him as soon as they found out he had a kid. He thought if we fell in love first, I wouldn't care. I told him that's not how trust works. You don't just hide a whole child. He kept apologizing, saying he was going to tell me eventually. I asked when we got engaged, when we had our own kids. He didn't have an answer. I stayed at my friend Lisa's place for a few days to think. Jake texted me constantly. Sarah even reached out and apologized for how I found out. She said Jake was a good dad, but clearly made a huge mistake. After about a week, I agreed to meet Jake for coffee. He brought photos of Tyler and told me everything. How he drops Tyler off at school on his weekends. How they build Lego sets together. How Tyler loves dinosaurs and wants to be a paleontologist. I could tell he really loved being a dad. I asked him why he said he wasn't ready for kids when we talked. He said he meant he wasn't ready for more kids. Tyler was enough responsibility and he didn't think I'd understand. I told him he should have let me make that choice myself. We talked for hours. He offered to introduce me to Tyler properly if I wanted to give him another chance. I thought about it for a long time. The lying was bad, really bad, but I also understood why he was scared. I decided to give him one more shot. We started over, basically. I met Tyler the following weekend at a park. He was shy at first, but warmed up when I asked about his dinosaur collection. Jake and I took things slower after that. It's been 4 months now. I have dinner with Jake and Tyler every other weekend. Tyler calls me Miss Rachel. Last week, he drew me a picture of a T-Rex to hang on our fridge. Jake hasn't lied about anything since. He even showed me all his custody paperwork and child support records to prove he's being honest. Sarah and I are cool now too. She actually thanked me for sticking around because Tyler really likes me. I'm not saying what Jake did was okay. Hiding your kid from your girlfriend is a massive betrayal, but people mess up when they're scared. And sometimes if you really love someone, you have to decide if their worst mistake is something you can forgive.